They go again. I remember after uploading, or after there is a page that I'm on constantly trolling, but actually having a civilized discussion, which is great because they haven't banned me, and I am in fact civil when I go and troll, because I'm not one of those liberal activist trollers that are really like crazy about just ruffling people's feathers in a horrible way. I like to make them uncomfortable, but I don't, use profanity and all that other stuff. And I got a reference to a video that talked about, quote, unwanted same-sex attraction, and about how there has been science that proved that being gay is not genetic. I could care less, because being religious, or your religion is a choice oftentimes. When you believe something, when you are not born in a certain faith, but you ascribe to it later on in life, you choose to believe in that religion. So in that case, I guess religious protection should not be, because being religious is a choice. Same thing as being an asshole is a choice as well. But I recently dug up a blog post called Find Me the Gay Gene. And this was written on March 26th of last year. And this is how I put it here. Hello all. Find me the gay gene. Herman Cain said that he believed being gay is a choice. I would ask him how he knows, since he's straight, and if he chose to be straight. I knew I was gay since I was 7. I was never straight. I was always gay. I love men, and for me, the feeling of a man in my arms, not just any man, but that one special man who loves me, makes me feel good inside. I've always known I was different, peculiar, odd, unusual, atypical, and uncommon, strange. I was a nice young man that older women would love to see their daughters with. And yet I still thought to myself, I don't see myself with their daughters. I always felt that I wanted so many things that are traditional, such as getting married, settling down, having a family, and I felt that I should have those things because I am no different. However, I had no real blueprint in front of me on how I would do this. I had no gay role models. I had not known black gay people at all. I knew no gay people until high school, and when there was a gay student named, we'll call him JC, who I made fun of, and yet I knew that I was like him. I hid behind religious beliefs to throw suspicion off of me. I threw myself into other activities to make my homosexuality go away. I did whatever I could, church activities, throwing myself into the thought of ex-gay, and that this was discarded. I was wrong. I fought so hard in so many ways to accept myself, my body, my feelings, my appearance, my personality, my typical masculinity, my atypical view of masculinity, my femininity, my heart strength, will, desire, push for something better, my intelligence, my smile, my lips, my hands, my face, me. I fought so hard to accept myself in the face of society that would tell me the gay lifestyle would claim my life instead of its opposition and pressure to conform. And also this too. I mean my skin. It is easy for anti-gay people to say that the lifestyle is destructive, but they can't say their words are destructive weapons they use to push a gay kid over the edge into a place of dark courage to take their own lives. The family who disown them, citing loving the sinner and hating the sin, that they don't have nephews, cousins, parents, children, or cousins, whoever they are to them. Friends who walk away from you, who were revealed not to be friends at all, and sometimes push away from people you wanted to be friends with, citing that you don't want to be hurt by their opposition to homosexuality, which will not stop you from being gay or feeling love for another of your gender. They say it is a choice, but ask, why would you make that choice? And reject that you were born this way, self-aware or knowing since puberty, and say that you don't know yourself enough to actually know if you fought against yourself. They don't see that for you it is not a choice. I never had one. I knew that I was gay as the day is long. And say that people should go to ex-gay therapy in order to deny something that is so central to themselves. In some cases, parents even place their children in these ex-gay camps, and most often against their will. And not only do they not see it, but they refuse to see the spiritual abuse that these places perpetrate. The quest for change is often rooted in the fact that they believe being gay is a choice, but many believe it's genetic and say that there is a gay gene. I don't know how to feel about that, since I believe that being gay is a reality, and whether or not we find a gay gene, it will not convince those who say being gay is a choice that it is in fact genetic. I don't care if there is one or isn't one, for it will not change the fact that many young gays are coming out and refusing to live a lie, whereas many older gays weren't able to do so because they would never have kids, a family, or what is supposed to be an ordinary civic life. Now, they have to worry about the next law that will be passed by their state and deprive them of whatever ordinary life they've already carved out for themselves. They have to wonder about what's next, even though in passing as stories develop. I often see a lot of people of news where the GOP and the religious right puts their rights on the ballot. I wonder what would happen if a gay gene were proven to exist. I know this would not detract our enemies from assuming that being gay is a choice and calling us the worst threat to the U.S. since the Cold War, abominations even though they benefit from our tax dollars, our jobs, and our livelihoods. I don't care if they find one. To be honest, I don't believe one exists. It's just a fact of life, like having sex, your first kiss, prom, or learning how to drive. I don't care either way, because as long as we debate about finding one, even if there is one, it will not stop their railing against our rights of other Americans as well. Neither will they stop doing what they wish to do by ostracizing us and equating our relationships to just sex when they don't do the same to heterosexuals. It wouldn't stop the bullshit of loving people as they disown and cast out people they've claimed they've loved but won't tolerate their lifestyle, and those who won't even acknowledge their partners even in passing, and when they do, as an afterthought. I have nothing but contempt for Herman Cain and those who feel that they need to prove that being gay is a choice. I would tell them, find the straight gene first. Laters.